before I knew about relationship selling. You know, I was fortunate enough to work with a guy named Jerry Turfey, who was all about relationship selling. So it probably took me maybe a year or so after watching him to realize that, hey, all these people are coming in to see him are you know, part of his community. So I said, I need to get a little more active with the community. And it took about probably a year or so, then I started really getting out there and doing things with the community. And it started out with a 3-on-3 basketball tournament that I started with the guy. We talked about him before, that I started. He was one of the first community events that I did, who now owns 2 huge community centers that I advertise with. And you know, he started out pretty much the same year that I did, I think a year later. But, you know, I would get myself out there after I seen, you know, the residual of what it was causing, then I, you know, started to get myself out there. But the problem why people give up, Dean, a lot of times in this situation is they're looking for this instant gratification of, you know, I'm going to go to an event and sell 10 cars. You're going to go to 10 events and sell 1 car. I mean, it's the opposite. So it's, again, looking at it as planting a seed, and you know, you're going to be able to benefit from it later. But that's, you know, where people give up and they're like, oh, that's just a waste of time. I went there and got nothing out of it. It's going to be true the first couple of times, time and time again. That's when people are going to become familiar with who you are. So you got to let them know not to give up, and then get yourself out there. But now I spend a lot of time in the community. Now I go to events all the time. I get invited to a ton of weddings all the time. I get invited to so many different things, you know, charity events and local events. And I actually like going to them. You know, I enjoy going to them, and I enjoy talking to people. And, you know, that's maybe the difference, that I enjoy them. And some people think it's a burden and they don't want to go, but it's not.